What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Donkeyboy, and we're moving to the next album, Silver Moon, 2012. Thank you again to Henri. And I downloaded the first track. I'm going to download them one at a time, so if you would, please leave the tunes available. But yes, the first track is the title track, Silver Moon. I don't know if this is a phrase people say. Maybe I've seen it. In fact, I think there's an acid trance tune I'm fond of, which has like a Silver Moon mix, and I don't remember if that's the name of the remixed artist or if that's just the name given to the remix, but I don't think it's a phrase I've heard be like, oh, it's another Silver Moon tonight or something. Now, even without hearing that or being aware of it as an actual like catchphrase, it certainly paints an image, which is to say not a gray moon or a white moon as it is seen in a more mundane perspective, but one which has a shine to it, one which has some luster to it. So again, if this is a specific phrase with some cultural context, I'm not familiar with it, but it certainly gives me an image of an especially bright and shiny moon. Now, even then, it might very well be a metaphor, maybe just a visual backdrop for some experience on a special night for the people below that silver moon. So let's see what I can hear on a first listen. This is Donkeyboy. The song is Silver Moon from the album of the same name, 2012. like that a lot. Number one, I'll say the like uplifting synth pop feel of the previous album is very much here. Now the vocals felt a bit different. It felt like there was an effect on the vocal, whereas I don't remember much of that at all on the Caught in a Life album, but not like in a bad way. It just had this like sort of digitized sound, not in the least in that kind of, you know, melodic vocal, that bop 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 that started and ended the tune. But even in the normal like verse sections, it felt like there was a bit of an effect on his voice. But yeah, it actually reminded me of, once again, a bit of Keane, but it also felt like maybe Keane meets like Take That from the Progress era, because it like something about the sing-songy chorus mixed with a bit of an electric dance type of sound was very much in that territory. But I enjoy, like, the lower end of this track had a bit of electric grit to it. I mean, it wasn't especially heavy or grinding or anything, but there was a bit of grit to the lower end. And then there was this, it was very quick, like each time around, which I think was at the beginning of the chorus, there was this big bright piano flourish. It was like 3 chords, but that definitely stood out, and that was a really engaging element. And so lyrically, I mean, he is certainly speaking to a silver moon coming down, like shining on the lonely rooms, was it? And then something about the silver seas sparkling on the something something. I couldn't hear the end of that line clearly, but he seems to be saying it is kind of like this dream, this fantasy, and also that like, what was it? Something like it's his fault. I forget exactly what the line was. So yeah, it feels like it is a visual reference, and it is maybe suggesting the difference between this mystical fantasy type of reality, whether again represented in the form of the moon or the seas, but like as distinct from like people's lonely rooms. So yeah, it feels visual, but it seems like there's a metaphorical or, you know, figurative point being made here, and I couldn't quite pick it up on this first listen. But either way, a compelling start to the album, and I've said it before, it always makes sense to me when an album that has a title track, identical name as the album name, either begins with the title track or ends with the title track. Now sometimes a very good title track is like track 4 or like track 7 out of 10 or something, and to me that makes less sense, even though, you know, it might be a fantastic tune, because then it's like, okay, so it's just kind of thrown into the middle of the chronology. Whereas if you start an album with the title track, you know, by the same name, that makes sense in that it's like, you know, we're hitting you with the conceptual core or the most emblematic track of the album right away. So it makes sense when I see that. So obviously it makes sense to me that this album begins with that. Now it remains to be seen if the sonic feel of this or the vocal effect of this one, or maybe, you know, some of the lyrical ideas here will be themes running through the album, but certainly, again, an album that begins with the tune by the same name, it's logical to me. Anyway, thank you again to Henri. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.